first opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, Ken. Easy. Go.
Now Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harvey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think we can identify a matchup they like here early on. 2 plays, 2 passes, 2 catches here for this duo. He's certainly shaping up to be a handful as this game goes along, and these guys are on the march here on their opening drive.
Fighting through. Able to avoid him at the 40. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The Bears had 7-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
Now 2nd and 3. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion right is Tony.
Chip slant. You got a mini base.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Murray now on first down. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Now a first down throw. Fields got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Throwing again is Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Angel. 11. Hey, 551. Nice.
Back to throw. Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No muss. Watch right.
Fields throwing again. Locates Mooney on the out route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
EQ. Hey, Terry.
Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Chandler on second down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Bears 7, Packers 6.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Angel.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here we go, son.
16-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Right on the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's take it at around the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
At the 50-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll empty out the backfield. Coming up here with 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 6. From the 50, here's Fields. Here's Tony on the quick slant. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Good.
Fields on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Chandler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now. A short throw to Musgrave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, what a juke into space. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Cam. Right.
To throw is Fields. Looking left sideline, it's complete. But he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, Fields. And that'll be caught by Tony. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, 551.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football.
Sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Chandler is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Chandler again. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Wolf on now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Tony. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now motion left with Mooney. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things,
That's got to be mine, man. There's no exception. No excuses for that shit.
Make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it with Chandler, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Chandler. And he gets it down to the 32. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, every play certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 32 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. They've got his man, complete.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11.
Back to throw, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth. There he goes, left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Coach.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Past the 20, 5, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Chandler with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 10.
Hey, 551, 551. No mas, no mas. What today? Today.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to Tony. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, can. EQ. Go.
Here's Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, can. Alpha. Right.
They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Well, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Here.
From the gun, Murray. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And you've got to be careful here. You've got to ride the line of aggressiveness and caution because you want to go down and win the game. But you throw too many incompletions here, you give the other guys a chance to win it too.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Pass complete. Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st down.
Come on.
Up the middle they go. It's Chandler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Still more than a minute to go. Plenty of time. Here's 2nd down for them. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.